Now, moving ahead with the next topic, order management in operations trade life cycle. As we discussed in our first part of the masterclass, there are three departments: front office, middle office, and back office. First, we have to understand that front office is responsible for order management and trade execution. It takes orders. Traders and sales staff are considered front office staff. As I told you, basically it is STO, Securities Trading Officer. So what do they do? Let's understand this. All clients have different tastes. They don't give you order in the similar manner. If I will send the order, buy Reliance at 1350, buy Reliance at 1350, 1350, I am limiting the order. Price is specified. When buying, don't pay more than 1350. Sell Reliance at 1400, I am limiting the order. Don't sell below 1400. Don't buy above 1350. Don't sell below 1400. This is called limit order. This is what you can see on the screen also, the first one, limit order. So my sentence says, buy Reliance at 1350, sell Reliance at 1400. I am specifying the price. I am limiting the order. Let's move to the second. Buy Reliance at best price, sell Reliance at best price. Why am I not specifying the price? I am allowed to do that. This is best price order. It is also called market price order. Yes, best price order or market price order. Please remember this. Best price order or market price order. And thus, one is limit order, second is best price order. Let's move to the third one. See, all of us know rather, when you are playing in market or trading in market, you face the risk of money loss. That fear is always there. How to stop the loss? How to stop the loss? Accept certain realities here, and here you come to a conclusion that my risk appetite is 3% of that particular script. So what I will do is, if it's a 1000 rupee script, I will say, if I am a buyer, if it falls by 3%, please sell it. If I am a buyer and if stock falls 3%, my risk appetite is 3%, please sell it. This is called stopping the loss. This is called stopping the loss. Opposite. If I am a seller and price goes up, then I am in trouble. If I am a seller and if price goes up, then I am in trouble. So there also I will say, if I have sold and price goes up, please limit the upper cap at 3%. So if I have purchased and it falls by 30 rupees from 1000 at 970, I will exit. If I have sold at 1000 and it goes to 1030, I will exit at 1030. I will book 3% loss. Please understand here that this is called stopping the loss, and hence the order's name is called stop loss order. So when you sell and it goes up, it is adverse movement. So it stops the loss. When you buy and it falls, it is again adverse movement. You stop the loss. So stop loss order. So how many orders we learned today? Just now we learned limit order. We learned best price order, that is also called market price order. We learned stop loss order. Limit order, you specify the price. Best price order, you don't specify the price. It's also called market price order. Stop loss order, you have to tell what is your risk appetite. In our example, it is 3%. In our example, it is 3%. Let's move ahead and wind up the next two. Fill or kill order. Fill or kill order. This is basically you have to buy, suppose, 8,500 shares of NDTV. Why I am giving you this example? This was a direction given by SEBI to Adani when he took over NDTV. So Adani told Motilal Oswal, 8,500 shares I want at any price. But quantity is specified, 8,500. More is okay, less not okay. Fill or kill. If I get 8,500, I am very happy. If I am getting 8,499, don't execute the order. Partial execution is not allowed. Fill or kill means you go for the kill. This is because regulator wants you to buy 8,500. More you buy, no problem. Less, no place of complacency here. You can't execute the order. Partial execution not allowed. So now again I repeat, we did limit order, we did best price order, we did stop loss order, we did fill or kill order. If anybody asks to fill or kill order in interview, if you have to answer like this, it has to be filled fully or it has to be killed. Partial execution not allowed. Remember my example of 8,500 shares. Take it or leave it. Anything less, not allowed. Then there is GTC. What is the full form of GTC? It's given here. Good till cancelled. Order remains open until it is executed. That means order is cancelled by the client or it will remain open order. Open order means pending, not executed. Under GTC, there are GTD. GTD, good till day. I gave you order, but I told you today, one particular day, Monday, please close the order, Monday 3:30 p.m. with the stock market. Okay, it is not getting executed. That is called GTD. If it is executed, nothing like it, then it's called order executed. If it is not executed, it will close as GTD, good till day. But if I say try entire week, it is called GTW, good till week. I may tell you try entire month of June 2025, it is called GTM, good till month. So there can be under good till cancelled, it can be GTD, good till day, it can be GTW, good till week, it can be GTM, good till month. So let's summarize once again before I close the topic of order management. 5 types of order. One is limit order where price is specified. Second, best price order, market price order, price is not specified. Then there is stop loss order where your risk appetite is defined. Then there is fill or kill where partial execution is not allowed. Please remember my example of 8,500 shares. Once again I repeat. And then there is GTC where order can remain open till the day. It is called GTD, good till day. If it is till Friday, GTW, good till week. If it is open till entire month, GTM, good till month. So that's how order management is done. After this, what we will be doing in our next master classes, steps in exchange trade life cycle.